And a Sioux Falls man, he spends a lot of time getting wildlife back into nature. Eric Thorstensen introduces us to Mike Hillman, this week's Someone You Should Know.
They were all clustered together in the parking lot up against the hedge, and they were all running into the hedge. So I got down there, wrangled them all up.
Earlier this year, Abby Erickson noticed something in the parking lot of the Eastside Target store.
And here was this little
So do you want to do the honors and open up the door?
pod of 10 ducklings. They were maybe a day, I would say 2 days old, might even be pushing it.
There's a clearing right there.
Did find the mother. She had been hit, so something happened, and then she was, obviously they were abandoned at that point. Oh, there they go.
Abby rescued those ducks, and then
I have photographs. I was scratched all the way up and down, but we were gonna get those little guys.
Sioux Falls waterfowl rescuer Mike Hillman took over. Well, he raises them in these containers outside of his house.
Probably wouldn't have lasted more than another day. It was pretty warm. There was no food, no water for them. Right now I have 27 ducks, and then now I've got 10 new ones, so I'm up to 37. 8 years I've been doing this. This is my 8th year. Kind of started out by finding one in the street, did some research, made some contacts, found a rehabber and worked with them, and 8 years later I've got my federal permit and city permit.
Mike usually keeps each duck about a month, and they have to have as little human contact as possible.
Try and keep them as wild as they can be.
When they're ready to be on their own, Mike releases the ducks at this pond near Galway Park in southern Sioux Falls.
You have to look at it, instead of looking at it as a loss, you saved 8 babies.
You got 8 of them. Just to see that they made it, they've got a second chance. Heavy. And now, I've got them to that point, and then it's up to Mother Nature. There were 2 others, 2 other siblings, but we looked and could not find them. I have to do a federal report every year and list out, everything that took place. But if I had to make a guess, I'd probably say 200 to 300 ducks, I think, easily that have been saved.
We need more people like Mike that have compassion and are willing to rescue. Wait, is this them, Mike? This wildlife. I mean, if you look around this pond right now, you can see the results of his action.
Got some signs put up, kind of 57th Sycamore area, just to kind of bring awareness to ducks that are crossing the roads. There's cameras in there as well, so I can kind of watch them during the day.
He says it's hard work aside from his full-time day job, but it's a labor of love.
Each year it kind of gets to be more and more. I mean, I work with Animal Control, Humane Society, Game Fish and Parks, the outdoor campus. A lot of individuals that find them will call one of those entities, and they'll just put them right straight through to my number, and it goes from there.
Look at him run. Now I'm surprised they're not all together. And I am so thankful that he invites people like myself out that have found these ducklings and be able to be a part of that release. It's a great experience. Oh, there we go. How wonderful.
In Sioux Falls, Eric Thorstensen, Dakota News Now.
That isn't the cutest thing.
And when he's not rescuing ducks, Mike works full-time at Spartan Emergency Response, a fire department equipment supplier in Brandon. As always, if there's somebody you think we should all know about, please email a nomination to news@dakotanewsnow.com.